keeping it so real by literally having just hopped out of bed. You can probably still hear my morning voice, but I promised I'd do a full day of eating. I'm gonna take my steps. I take them as soon as I wake up. Really basic: vitamin B12, vitamin C, and omega-3. I take them as soon as I wake up, and then I make up my glutamine drink, which I'm about to do. I get the blue raspberry from my protein because it just tastes so nice. Whew. But yeah, I thought I'd actually do a full day of eating, which involves me eating about, I don't know, 20 minutes since I woke up. And it is the 31st, I believe, Saturday the 31st. So I've not trained in a couple of days. I actually dropped a 15 kilo plate on my foot on Wednesday when I was training legs. I was very scared because it was very, 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 very painful. But I managed to sort of manage it very well. I'm quite proud of myself. I took the time to ice it, like put it in a little ice bath a couple of times, alternating with having a hot bath, like an actual bath upstairs. And I woke up in the morning and it was okay. Like, it wasn't good to walk on the day and stuff, and it was really painful, really stingy. But then just by managing it was actually all right the next day. So, I just made sure not to do like too many steps in one go as well, just, so I wasn't putting too much pressure on it. But I would super recommend just being literally very, very careful when you do, if you do anything like that. And especially now I'm on prep, it's like I literally couldn't afford to injure my foot. So it's okay. I've had 2 rest days in a row. It's Saturday, into pool today, legs until tomorrow. And I'm super excited to train. I feel like I'm just getting my energy back. And as promised in the last video, today, it's all about showing you how I've been tracking. And I have actually been super enjoying tracking as well, like just deciding what I want in the morning. I mean, it's not that deep really. Like, literally, how much oats do I want this morning? Oh, I can tell I'm nearly at the end of the packet, so I have to get a new one. But yeah, because I'm going to train soonish, I want to get 2 meals in, so I'm not going to have like a massive oatmeal yet. And I've got plenty of room for carbs today because it's training day. I'm on like 290 carb on a training day. So macro split wise, it's 290 carb, it's about 60 fat, and about close to 200 protein, something along those lines. I'll check properly, but it comes in at around 2,500 calories. And I've got an off-plan meal today, so I'll be taking it to the Indian with me. There's room to fit in a glass of wine if I pull some carbs, and I also do get a dessert, which I don't have to pull anything to get. So I'm absolutely buzzing. Today is a good day to share food with you. That was 18 grams, so I'm going to go and get another. Here we go, one from my mighty stash of oats. So yeah, I'm going to have 50 grams of oats this morning. Like I say, I vary it. Sometimes I have 60. I'm feeling hungry that morning and I feel like I need it. Like yesterday was a rest day and I had 60 in the morning because I just felt like it. And then I ended up having like quite a lot of like other bits, like jam and that. And then I realised I had less carbs than I would have liked for the rest of the day, and ended up having to have one of those like plain, the ones I was on about in my last video, like veg meals with hex sausages. But at the end of the day, like I don't always want to like necessarily plug my meals in the day before. Like, obviously that's a good way of doing it so you know what you're going to have. But at the moment I'm really just enjoying deciding, and I'm more than happy to do that. Like, if it gets boring and I get sick of it and I'm like, oh, I hate having to like work out what I'm having every day and like maybe pull things out where I don't want to because I've overdone it. Like, that's like, for now I'm fine with it. Right, we're going for the Perform cinnamon donut flavour whey. That's just my oats getting there. They've done their first minute in the microwave. So I've banged them in for a minute and then I just give them a little stir and add the whey. So yeah, someone asked me on Instagram recently what's my top 2 Perform flavours, and I've tried the carrot cake, I've got my brownie batter, I've got the cinnamon donut, I've got the lemon cheesecake now. And I would have to say, I mean, I'm not even a lemony person particularly, but the lemon cheesecake's absolutely banging, especially with Biscoff. And then I'm obsessed with chocolate brownie batter. Like, as you know, I'll have it with my golden nuggets, I'll have it with my Cocoa Pops. And it's absolutely lush in the evening when I want a little chocolatey fix, like a little chocolate dessert. I have 2 bowls of oats a day at the moment, I'm not gonna lie. I'm obsessed with oats, so they never get boring. I used to have 2 bowls of oats in my off season as well. Like, yeah, don't get excited for my final meal of the day, guys, because it's gonna be oats again, being honest. But yeah, I mean, I like cinnamon donut as well. But I'm not like a super cinnamony person anyway. I wouldn't have generally gone for it, but I just know that performs a vibe. And the carrot cake, I wasn't that buzzing about it in oats, to be honest. I think it would be good if you made like a mug cake, or like I've heard it's good in like yogurt. But yeah, my top two, lemon cheesecake, chocolate brownie batter, banging. But I am still looking forward to trying others. I've heard good things about the other chocolate flavours, so I'll probably give like chocolate brownie batter a miss just to be different next time I order and get like the double chocolate or like the chocolate creme. So, but yeah, anyway, stirring my oats in now. And then I always at the moment have like 20 grams of Biscoff, and sometimes to be different, instead of having 20 grams, I'll have 10 of the Biscoff and 10 of the Skinny Food Co chocolate spread. I mean, I wouldn't usually go for white chocolate, but they sent me it and it was free, so I wasn't picking. And I'm happy with it. It's really nice actually. So I think I'll do that today actually, because I think with cinnamon it'd be nice to have a bit of white chocolate. So half and half, 10 grams each, and then I'm going to bang in 15 grams of jam as well. Taste test. I always do this, don't know why. So that is meal one for you guys. Absolutely banging start to the day, and it is currently nearly 10:30, so I've had a right lie-in today. It is 12 o'clock now, so meal two's going in. It's the bagel meal. So yeah, this is the meal that I like post like quite a lot of days on my Instagram stories and get a lot of people quite excited. Yeah, so you can see I've presented myself a little bit nicer now. We're working up to getting in the gym now, guys. So yeah, I'm just making myself look presentable. I always like a full set of earrings in and a little bit of makeup, and then I'm good to go. But yeah, I'm not really hungry, to be fair. It's only been an hour and a half since I last ate. It's just the fact that I've obviously had that lie-in, but I'll be honest with you, like while I've got no cardio at the moment, and also I've come off like sleeping pills completely since I finished my shows, and I am struggling to sleep a little bit because I do in general, prep or no prep, and I've been sort of lying awake at night and stuff, and that'll take a good hour or so off my sleep, and then I've sort of slept in this morning till like 9, and then yeah, not eating till 10:30, whenever it was. So yeah, I mean, I'm having to catch up on that sleep. Sleep's so important. So whilst I've not got any cardio to get up for, I'm relishing the fact that I can have those lie-ins. But today's a little bit unusual in that I've got an Indian booked, you know, at 6:30. So I've realised I've got, you know, these sort of 2,500 calories to cram in. I'm going to plug in like a glass of wine though, and then whatever calories and carbs that comes up with, I'm going to pull that out of one of my meals, because I do want that glass of wine. And like on a day like today, I'd rather have that chance to enjoy wine while I can and drink my calories when I've got so many to cram in. So more than happy to kind of have around maybe 2,300 today, and that'll do me. So yeah, whilst I'm not massively hungry, it makes sense to have this bagel meal now, and then I'll possibly have something sweet afterwards. I might have some cereal. I'm loving like pre-workout cereal at the moment, so, and that'll be it. And then I'll go and absolutely smash my push session, because yeah, I'd rather get in as much food as I possibly can before I train, like whether I'm sort of like cramming in a little bit or not. But I mean, these meals are pretty light. Whoever has had a bagel and been full after it, like, don't lie to me. So the meal is 20 grams of cheese. Usually if you get in the Cathedral City one and you chop down 2 normal size slices. That was not a normal size, that was a really thin one. But if you do chop down 2 normal size, what does normal size mean? I'm not helping anyone right now. I was going to say it equals 20 grams. Sometimes I do get 2 nice slices perfectly, but today's not one of those days, unfortunately. So yeah, eggs on the go. Got a lovely non-stick pan, which is actually perfect. Sesame bagels, absolute life. Yes, yes, yes. These go in the toaster. You've got to be really boom, boom, boom when you're making this meal. So these go in the toaster, same time the egg's on. Put 2 of the turkey rashers straight on there. I'll turn the heat down slightly. Make sure that egg is, I know it won't be because it's a brilliant pan, but just give it a little move so it definitely doesn't stick. Yes, yes, perfection. It's still nice and mobile, moving around the pan-ish. Rashers are on. Flip the rashers. They only take about a minute on each side. Add the cheese onto the rashers, and then the cheese will melt nicely. It'll all be good to go. When those bagels, when that bagel pops up, this gets added. So yeah, no time for anything else when you're making this meal. That's it, bagels up. Boom. So ketchup goes on. I'm happy having like just normal ketchup at the moment. 8 weeks out. It's, well, when I say normal, it's the 5% less. So it's not like normal per se, but it's, I just meant in not having like skinny ketchup, skinny Coke ketchup, which is like literally 0 calories. So on we go with one of the rashers. The egg goes on. Try not to burst that yolk just yet. There we go. And the other rasher goes on the other side. I literally just like to split my bagel in half just because it feels like you're eating more. Otherwise, if I had it all together, then the meal would just go by faster. And there's the final product. So I'm kind of just getting primed for my workout now. I've mixed in my intra-workout with my creatine. Just means that I get my creatine in because I sometimes want to forget, or like no one likes necking creatine, let's be honest. So I mix it in with my intra and then they're both done. And I, yesterday, I popped into One Stop because I know that they sell the Peach Fizz Rain. Popped in and they are also selling the orange dreamsicle flavour, which I have tried. I bought a couple of Insight supplements like the other week, but they're £1.25. They're on offer at the moment in One Stop, so get your sends there. I'm going to have this as like my but I sort of drink it, like I start drinking it before I get in the session, and then it just gets me through like the first 20-30 minutes of the session, and then I move on to my intro for the rest of the session. I also think I'm going to try and get some cereal in. I'm pretty full, but like I say, I've got so much to eat today, and I like to get a lot of food in before I train, as much as I can anyway. So I'm going to probably push another meal. I'm going to do a bit of admin and shit now while I digest that bagel, and then I'm going to smash some whey and cereal before I go to the gym. Okay, it's cereal o'clock now. It's always a really tough call between like Cocoa Pops and Golden Nuggets at the moment. I even put like a little poll on Instagram the other day, and it probably got about 50-50 overall. And then it's a tough call always between the cereal nut whey from Ghost or my chocolate brownie batter. So, chocolate brownie batter, like I've said already, tastes lush, especially with the Cocoa Pops, but it also tastes mint with Golden Nuggets. So, I think I'll do a cereal milk vibe today. So what I'm doing is having 50 grams of the whey. In fact, I've shown you this meal on my last video, so it's like pretty much the same, so I won't go into it too much. It's 50 grams of whey, mixing it in with almond milk so it gets into a nice paste, and then add the cereal. I'll go 50 grams of cereal as well because I've got room for that today. When I was on the low carbs, when I had to lower my carbs yesterday that I mentioned earlier, I only got to have 30 grams of cereal, but yeah, 50 is definitely plenty of room for today. So I won't show you this meal because you've seen it. I'll just bang the macros on the screen for you. Yep, I still cannot decide, so I've gone 25 grams of each. Okay, pull session absolutely smashed. That was like the strongest session I've had in many, many weeks, so it felt really good. And it's now nearly 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna have, these are like 4 hex sausages, and I'm having it with 100 grams of tagliatelle, just purely because it's like 3.5 hours until I go for the Indian, and I've got like quite a bit of food left. So I'm gonna have this, and then probably like a massive bowl of oats, because as I say, I love oats. And this isn't really a typical, full day of eating that I'd have, because I wouldn't usually cram all my meals, obviously. I wouldn't usually have room for 100 grams of tagliatelle in one go. I'd spread the meals out and I'd probably have a little small meal, like maybe like some like yogurt and berries or something along those lines. But we do what we can to get the food in before we go out. So yeah, I'm actually just basically cramming food in today, but I shouldn't really complain, should I? So I'm going to get this down me and then have a little break, but not too long a break, because I want to not eat for a while before the Indian. But I'll see you at the next meal. Alright, so I've got carbs up to about 270 now with the wine tracked in. So I need to get to about 290 still. I'm going to have a square bar. This is the cookies and cream one. Gonna have that now, and then probably have some Cocoa Pops and whey just to get my carbs up to 290, and also my protein is currently at 160, so I need to bang that up as well. And that's, by the way, I've tracked already the bowl of oats that I'm gonna have, so this is including all that. I've still got the carbs and the protein to meet. So yeah, just keep stuffing some food in. Hard life. Right, it's now 4:15, meal's at 6:30, and I'm having the oatmeal, so wish me luck. I've opted for 60 grams of oats and got 30 grams of whey to meet my protein for the day. And then we've got 50 grams of berries, which I'm gonna add, 20 grams of Biscoff, and 15 grams of jam. And that's gonna get me where I need to be with my macros. And I'd usually have this meal, I usually go for about 60 grams actually, but like before bed. But yeah, like I say, this is a rare day. So you kind of you just had an insight really into how I track and manage. But yeah, it's kind of like a play as I go along kind of scenario at the moment, and then I'll see what macros I've got left and kind of play around and see what I can add. And it's easy to do when you've got meals like oats. But yeah, gonna try and get this in my very full belly, and then I will see you at the Indian. I'm gonna take you guys straight to the Indian because I know that's where you want to go. So yeah, I had a beautiful meal last night. Not gonna lie, went into the meal pretty full after cramming all the meals in all day. So yeah, I mean, we had like a cheeky little samosa starter, and then went for a dansak curry. We shared a pilau rice, we shared a big naan bread, but equally it was still a lot of food. And yeah, obviously the dessert was part of my off-plan deal with Paige, otherwise I wouldn't have had it. So got an absolute gorgeous little Oreo cheesecake with ice cream for dessert. And yeah, I had this meal with Jasmine a couple of weeks ago when I was in my off plan. I didn't have the dansak, I had korma. You can tell I'm such a basic bitch when it comes to Indian. But yeah, I mean, I went to that specific restaurant, and like, because I knew it was good, I was more than happy to go again for this like one chance of an off plan. And I also knew that the glass of Pinot Grigio that they had, Grigio, what side are we going on? Depends if you're going Italian or French, but I felt like going Italian this time, so Grigio. Anyway, yeah, I knew it was like a really nice one, so for me to be able to track in that wine was also really, really nice. But yeah, not gonna lie, we were uncomfortably full. I mean, yeah, I just feel like I'm force feeding at the moment. It's a proper weird sensation. Like 2,500 calories is a lot when you've been on like literally half that amount prior, and like with obviously loads of cardio, loads of steps. Like, you know, obviously my steps are more than half what they were. My food's doubled and I'm doing no cardio, so it's kind of mad. But yeah, I am finally feeling good. Actually, to be honest, my back from pool yesterday is in bits, like fully in bits, like proper, just like, even when I'm just sat here, I can feel my lats like on fire. So yeah, training's like, I'm being able to push it now again, which is really nice. Energy's back in a good place. Face is back to a normal shape. I don't look like Gollum anymore. But yeah, more importantly than not, I'm really enjoying the tracking. Hopefully this video kind of showed you a little bit of like just kind of how much more flexible I am being now, and how I intend to be going forward and my bodybuilding journey into the future. Like, I don't see myself going back on a food plan now. Why would I, when I've got this level of flexibility? And at the end of the day, I've got 8 weeks to push it now. Technically 7 weeks and 6 days. Be competing 8 weeks yesterday. 8 weeks to push it, and I'm more than ready for it. I'm in for posing with Kayla next week, and I can't wait. Can't wait to actually just get my hand on posing again and practice my routine. I'll start learning a routine, start putting together a routine, I should say. There's nothing to practice at the moment. And yeah, the next vlog will be next weekend is the FitX, so absolutely buzzing for that. So I'll totally vlog the weekend. It's going to be mint. There's so many like amazing athletes going, amazing events, seminars, posing classes, workouts, there's a bodybuilding show, there's strongman, there's everything there. So it's going to be a really fun weekend. I'm also going to be hitting up Dedicated Super Gym, the big green gym in Liverpool. I think it's got like I don't know, the most amount of something machines in the world, or it's just got a shitload of machines basically. I'm really excited to go and hit legs there next Sunday as well. So yeah, it's a very fun next vlog hopefully as well. But I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do like it and subscribe if you happen to be new, and keep following the journey, guys. Got 8 weeks till the finals, till the first finals. So ciao for now.